Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. Well, it's been 1 week exactly today that I started getting back to keto after having all kinds of food and craziness during the football season. I got up to 271.6, and right now I'm at 267. Kind of plateaued the last couple of days. And that's one of the things that was kind of interesting that I remember before when I was doing keto is I would drop like, 4 or 5 pounds, and then it would just kind of level off and sit there for a while, and you'd be like, okay, because I've got my old pea strips that I've been using and checking, and I ordered some new ones because they're actually past code, but they are changing color, so that's a good sign. So I think I'm in ketosis and I'm burning fat, but I've kind of plateaued. My wife said I don't look quite as swole in the face as I did. I don't know if the profile is any better, but see, this is my legs, my arms. I don't have a lot of fat on those. I never have. I mean, that's not a whole lot, but it's always that visceral fat, which is the bad thing. Now, everybody's putting in their tips and stuff, and they'll say, your cardiologist, you must have a really good cardiologist because of all the stuff that you're eating and things. Well, I've been checking my blood pressure because last year my blood pressure spiked, and my blood pressure has never been high. It's always been on the lower side. I've never had to take any blood pressure meds. But for whatever reason, last year, around February and March, right after I went to the Super Bowl, my blood pressure was through the roof. I was doing keto then, but I don't think it had anything to do with keto. I honestly think that I had like COVID early when I was down in Florida, because I had an irregular heartbeat. My blood pressure was through the roof. I had headaches, and a couple other symptoms. So I don't know if that was COVID or not. So this is where I'm watching my blood pressure to make sure that it's good and everything else. The thing is this. Some people will go through and they'll say, well, what way you're eating and everything else, it's bad for you. And this is as a person's eating a Big Mac. For the most part, there is a lot of meat. There is the good fats and things like that. There's the fats from the coconut oil, the fats from the MCT oil, which is coconut oil, the fats from the meats, the dairy and things like that. There is a lot of fat. But technically, if your body's burning fat, and I'm not just saying I'm an expert, but no matter what you do, somebody's going to be able to say something's bad for you. I dare say, if I did nothing, because I went from getting off keto from about 250 to 271, it's 21.7 pounds. If I did nothing and continued in that route, I can't say that what I was doing was better for my heart, because the more weight you put on, the harder your heart has to work. And then you got the issue of being diabetic. So I dare say doing this has got to be better than doing nothing. And this has worked for me without being super hungry. I know I'm using fresh vegetables. I know I'm cooking fresh meats. I'm not doing processed foods, which is definitely bad, because you think about all the crap they put in stuff and call it food. I'm not eating a bunch of greasy burgers from, burger joints and stuff like that. But, we'll see what happens, okay? If I keel over and die because I'm doing keto, well, okay, then we'll say maybe that diet was a problem. But if I'm losing the weight and taking stress off my heart, if I'm taking stress off my knees, which are killing me, because every pound that you lose is multiplied by 4 times on the impact on your knees. So if you lose 10 pounds, that's like walking, like taking 40 pounds off. And it's almost funny because when my wife started losing weight, when she first lost the first 12 pounds, I got my high school shot put, ball of steel. And I took it to her. I said, honey, hold that. She's like, damn, that's heavy. I said, yeah, that's the weight that you just lost. Imagine just walking around carrying this 12-pound shot put. Because that's what it's like with that extra weight. Now, if I can lose 3 of those, that's a lot easier on my knees. So, it's up to you, and check with your doctor too, if you want to do the keto diet and, you know, do the things I'm doing. Except, I know it's work. 5 pounds in 1 week, it's pretty good. I'm not hungry. I'm not craving junk food and chips and stuff like that. So that's where I am with it. So if you figure doing nothing is better and so on, well, that's your choice. So we'll see how this works for me. So I'll get my coffee ready and I'll go do my morning video. And I'll talk to you later. Don't know what I'm having for dinner yet today. Haven't figured that out. But we'll figure out something. Well, hey guys, it's actually day 7, of course, and I'm working on dinner, trying to save some time. I actually started doing some prep work ahead. Some of these videos have been getting kind of long, so just trying to save a little bit of time. It's Monday night, and that means we got our live stream tonight. I'm going to try and do a little Asian style cooking, okay? I'm going to do a shrimp fried rice, but instead of using real rice, I've actually grated some cauliflower here. So, okay. See, cauliflower is actually pretty good as a substitute for rice. And I definitely like it. You know how I get the shrimp from that World Grocery Store and things. And it'll do it very similar to like regular fried rice. But I'm also going to try to do like a beef and broccoli, a nice spicy beef and broccoli. So what I've already done, I've got some like coarse cut onions right there. I've already cut. I've got some broccoli and I've got that red jalapeno pepper. Oh, let me grab some of these too. Ooh, boy. Some of my, I grew these Thai chili peppers and I put a few of those in there too. And I dried them in my in my dehydrator. So we'll get a little extra kick on that. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to slice the beef and we're going to go ahead and get that ready. And what we're going to do is we're going to brown the beef real quick and then we're going to take it out and then do the vegetables. And this is like a skirt steak here that I've got. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to slice this across the grain for our meat. Okay, so let me move the camera here so you can see what we got. So the thing is I've been getting a lot of people that have been saying that, oh, your heart must be terrible and this, that, and the other, and don't do this diet. Well, here's what I can say. You know, there is a lot of fat that you get from the keto diet, which is true, okay? But I'm also going to say, look at all of the vegetables that I've got in here. I've got broccoli. I got just a little bit of carrot now. Carrot you got to be careful with because it's got carbs and sugar in it. So I only have about a half a carrot that's going to go in with the fried rice. And we're going to put some spring onions in that as well. And we've got the onions. We've got, we're going to have some Thai basil up in here. We've got onions. We got all kinds of veggies that we're eating. Oh, and cauliflower. We've got all kinds of veggies that we're eating in here and stuff. So it's like a nice balanced meal. And the funny thing, and like I always say, is a lot of people that are saying that stuff aren't eating any better, that are condemning. So to each his own. Okay, there we go. So there's all my meat right there. See, I've got it sliced so it's like in a small pieces like that. Look at that. Ooh, that's gonna be good. You can see the fat and stuff in there, which is great. And I tried, wash my hands.
tried something new here. You have to be very ultra heat. Let's hope I get it on the right one. You got to be very careful as you go through and you buy stuff, okay? This is a soybean sauce. Now, I know there is actually a coconut soybean substitute. I found out they have it at Target. I'm going to try it next time. This one I was going through. 1 tablespoon of this has no fat, but it's got only 1 carb and 1 gram of sugar. So that's not bad. And that's where I'm basing this stuff on. Am I a keto expert? No, I am giving you straight what I do. And hopefully it works. So I'm going to put a good amount of the soy sauce on there. I'm trying to heat this up, make sure. Okay. I'm still getting used to how to use this stove. I'm going to use some my soybean oil, sesame oil, because I love sesame oil. And I'm going to also use some of my avocado oil on here, because that, of course, has got good fat in it. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to get started on the shrimp fried rice as well. So, still learning the stove. Okay, so in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some eggs. And like I said, this is the way I do it. So, you know, if you're a Chinese food expert, don't get mad at me, okay? This is how I do it. This is how I do it. I'll make sure I put some pepper on the steak as well. Okay, some steak, and I got some ginger root. I'm gonna slice some of this up with the beef and some garlic to go with it too. So I took the skin off of that, and that is a nice chunk of ginger. And I'm going to take about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. I'll chop that up with it. You know, I love my garlic. Garlic is the spice of life. All right, so I'm going to chop these up. Hey, look, let me move the camera here. Oh, it's hot. Uh-oh. Wow. That's got hotter than I thought it would real quick. We need to get ready to cook. This is the one thing about doing these is I got one shot, one opportunity to get this right. And so there are no retakes. All right, so there we've got our beef and our ginger, and we're gonna okay, so we're gonna get that going, and I'm gonna stir up these eggs. Get that back up to high. Guess I shouldn't have turned it down so quick. Okay. Pull that away from the center just a little bit there, and I can turn that down so you can hear me better. Oh yeah, now it's beginning to sizzle again. There we go. You want this to be as hot as possible because you want to just basically squirt. You don't want to cook it slow. This, oh, I love this. This right here is actually Thai paste, and it's very, very hot. I love that. Okay. And you're almost hot enough to cook those eggs. Come on, get hot again. Come on, get hot again. Make the stove great again. Okay. Then we're gonna scramble our eggs, and then we're gonna get our other stuff in here going for our shrimp fried rice. So let's get the shrimp out while we're here. Now you guys have seen me peel and devein the shrimp. You can see they're, you know, sliced open there, so they're nice and pretty. So we got those ready. And once this is browned all the way around, we want to take it on out, and then we're going to get this hot again, and then we're going to get our veggies in there. All right, that's hot. So we're going to put our eggs in here. That was easy. Oh yeah, you can taste the ginger and the garlic and the soy sauce. That's good. Okay, all right. We got our eggs scrambled. Take that on out. Okay, and then we're going to put some more of our sesame oil. It's almost all of it. Thank God I bought another one. I'm going to put some more of our olive oil butter. I mean our avocado in there. All right, get our onions and carrots going. Get those softened up. And I've also got some spring onions, but I'm going to wait to put those in, because I want them to be still just a little bit crisp. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna take this out. Whew, that's hot. Definitely want to save that juice. All right, so we're gonna let this get hot again and put some more, bam, of our oils in it. You can see we're getting that oil. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Nice and tender already. All right. Let me move you guys over here so you can get a better look at this. And you can see, okay, there's our beef. Doesn't that look pretty? Oh, doesn't that look pretty? Tastes good too. Put some of our soy sauce on here. All right, you see that's nice and soft. We're gonna put our cauliflower in there now. Oh. Our soy sauce. And you'll remember the other night I made the shrimp broth. Put some of that shrimp broth in there. Okay, now, here's what, while that's cooking still, I'm gonna put some of this in here. And this stuff is great. This is actually Thai paste. This is spicy. So this is one of those things you put in to taste. And this is true Thai paste, because I can't read what's on there, but hey, we're gonna put about a spoonful in there. And that's gonna give us more flavor up in here. It's gonna give it a kick. And that's one of those things that you can put in there to your own personal taste. All right, and we can put our eggs back in here. See, I like to cook the eggs separate, so that way you can actually see the yellow, see the color in there of the eggs. And then you've got the cauliflower that's now softened up as well. So you got that going, and it's beginning to look like fried rice. Now we're going to put the spring onions in. Now you've got a nice rainbow effect of colors. And then the last thing to do, well, we're going to taste it to see if we need a little more soy sauce in it. Just a little bit more soy sauce. Give it a little bit more salt taste to it, but not bad, not bad. And this, the Thai paste will give it a little bit of a kick and a little bit of flavor. Woo! I'm gonna put a little bit more in there because I likes it hot. Look at that. Whoa-wee. Now we're gonna put the meat back in there with that juice. And one last thing, I gotta chop up some Thai basil. During the summertime, I actually grow it out on my deck. And I like to buy this fresh because it's just better fresh. Almost like, it's almost kind of like they use it almost like a spinach in some dishes. Add that in there, and look at that. Oh man. Now make sure you don't eat the hot peppers. The little hot peppers in there are hot. So that's done. Now all we got to do is add our shrimp. And once those are cooked, this is ready. I'm getting ready. Now, you could have one of these or the other. You don't necessarily have to have both, but I was trying to just make this an Asian meal night and try and get you guys 2 different options. Now you could do the same thing with chicken if you wanted to, or if you wanted to do it with pork. I don't know about bacon, but look at that. Isn't that pretty? And as soon as the shrimp are pink, this is done as well. Oh man, this is gonna be really good. The only thing we don't have are egg rolls, but I guess you could do, well, we'll figure out the egg rolls next time, but it's coming along real good. I'm just not real good at stirring with my left hand and holding the camera. So let me get you guys back. How's it looking? All right, this is just about done. I just need to clean this mess up because I do make a mess in the kitchen. But I am very, very blessed to have a wonderful wife who, she cleans it spotless. And I don't know if I appreciate her enough. All right, guys, ladies, I think we're done. I think we are done. Look, oh wow, look at this. And look at the mess. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna get a bowl. I'm gonna get a bowl so we can do the taste test. Woo-wee, look, oh my, oh, look at this, guys. Oh, look at. Look at that, you've got that juice in there. Oh my goodness, look at this. That's keto. That's keto. And it's hot. This is a problem I have every day, is I come in here to do a taste test, and you see the heat coming off of that, right? You know I'm gonna burn my mouth. But here we go. Love shrimp. Oh my God. Tastes like shrimp fried rice. And let's check out the beef and the broccoli. Now see, the broccoli's not overcooked. See how it's still got that nice bright green color to it? And that's why you cook it separate from the meat. If you try and cook it all at one time, things take different temperatures and stuff. Yeah. This is good. All right, y'all. I'm Mark Holmes. Day number 7. Or is this day 8? It's been 1 week. Is it 8 or 7? I done lost track, but I don't know. But I can do this. I can definitely do this. Hope you're having a great keto day, and I'll see you in the morning.